I'm gonna grab one really good stem of the hot pink. Hey y'all, Jen back from PepperHarrow. Today I'm gonna show y'all how to make a little mini dried flower bouquet and the adorable little way we wrap them up and present them. We're preparing these dried flower bouquets for a pop-up shop that we're having tomorrow on the farm, and we think they're gonna be a smashing success because they're so adorable. We have a bunch of dried flowers left hanging from the previous seasons, so we are looking at using these for whatever purpose. That's where this idea came from, to make these little dried flower bouquets. Things are getting used up, but we have a lot left, and we think these will be a hit, especially because it's around the Valentine's Day holiday, and you can see the colors we have left. There's a lot of hot pink, purple, light pink, white, perfect for Valentine's Day. Lots and lots of gomphrena, which I'm excited about. Okay, so I already did an A/B test. I made a couple bouquets earlier in this week, a couple days ago, and I put these two bouquets on social media just to get a gauge for what people would like. I thought this time of year, it's February, people would like more muted kind of romantic colors. I didn't know for sure if people would be ready for like a little bit brighter. Even though this is pink and purple, I think it's a little bit brighter, and I wasn't sure if people would like it. It was pretty split, but I would say a majority of people who commented wanted this color palette. So you can see there's some hot pink, there's some purple, there's some white, and kind of a little bit more muted soft pink color in there too. The flowers that are in here are straw flower, statice, there's some baby's breath, and some globe amaranth. And I think the globe amaranth really makes it, which is the hot pink color that you see in there. It's spectacular. The type of globe amaranth this is Audrey Bicolor Rose, and we still have seeds available on our online seed shop for that one, so definitely check that one out. We harvest flowers throughout the season fresh, and we hang them up in our barn to dry. And this is the fun time of year when we get to play around and have fun. But these are just adorable, and I'm excited to show you guys how we're gonna put these together using this bouquet combination. I snagged the colors of the flowers that we're going to use. We have some white statice, some purple statice, some pink, hot pink straw flower, some of the globe amaranth that I was telling y'all about. And there is one extra thing here. The other bouquet has a little bit of lavender, but I actually grabbed some a different type of statice in its place, which is the purple flower that you see there. But these are the colors that we're going to be working with. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 18 by 18 piece of craft paper, and I'm going to cut it up into 4 squares. So at this point, I'm gonna take my beautiful dried flowers, and I'm gonna play a little bit and make a beautiful little bouquet. So here I go. I am going to grab 3 stems of the white. I'm gonna grab 1 really good stem of the hot pink straw flower and just stick it in. I'm not putting them in any particular order. I'm going to grab several pieces of the gomphrena, and I'm just going to spread these around in the bouquet a little bit. So I've kind of mixed them around a little bit. Now I'm going to put in some of that purple for that pop of color. Another 3 pieces of the statice. Oh yeah, it's starting to come together. It's not there yet. Actually, I'm gonna put 1 more piece in because it was looking a little lacking to me. I need a little more color, more color, more color. And I'm gonna sink some of that white down a little bit. It was popping out a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna add in 1 stem of baby's breath. I'm gonna just tuck the baby's breath into 1 little patch. I'm not spreading it around. I'm just gonna let it have its little spot there. Now I'm gonna tuck in the statice. I'm gonna put the statice on the other side of the baby's breath because it has kind of a nice airy texture to it, and I don't want it to overpower too much the baby's breath. So I am gonna put in a few more pieces of gomphrena. I want a little bit more hot pink in here. So I'm going to go grab just a couple more stems and tuck them in around my little bouquet, just to give it 1 last little zhuzh before I get it wrapped up. I love dried flowers because they're so forgiving. They look absolutely gorgeous no matter how you use them. In the middle of winter, when nothing's blooming and everything's a little bit gray and dreary, this just adds a little bit of happiness. It's nice to have a little color and just something to lighten things up a little bit, just to tide us over until we can start to grow fresh flowers again. That is my bouquet. That's what I'm gonna go with. The next step I'm gonna do is So I'm going to trim off the bottom of the stems. This is going to be a mini bouquet. I'm going to trim the stems down quite a ways close to the tops of my flowers here because I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to take my snips and chop them off. This is now my little mini bouquet. You can see it's nice and small. Before I wrap it up, I'm going to show you guys, you can stick it in a bud vase. I have these really cute textured vases and I can just pop them right inside of the vase. Okay, it looks so cute. So the first thing I'm going to do, you can see it's not wrapped up. I'm going to put a little ribbon around the bottom to hold it all together. Just going to cut off a little length of ribbon here. Make sure all of my flowers get in. So my little ribbon's on there. It's really for decoration and just to make sure my bouquet stays together. I'm going to take one of our little squares and fold it like so into a nice little triangle. Then I'm going to take my bouquet and I'm going to take up both of the corners and I'm just going to take this down and fold the corners down. I'm going to go ahead and use my stapler and kind of carefully sneak it in there. Lift the top of the sleeve up a smidge, adjust the bottom of my ribbon. I like to trim my tails up a little bit. I don't want them to get too long and crazy. I always cut them at an angle. The last thing I do is grab a sticker and pop it on. Now we have all of these really beautiful little bouquets for guests to be able to grab while they visit our little pop-up shop this weekend. You can see how adorable they look, just presented just really simply like this in a little basket. You can present them however you'd like. I even took some and just set them on the little side of our little space here just for a little decoration. They look absolutely gorgeous. I hope y'all enjoyed joining me today to learn a little bit more about how we make these gorgeous little dried flower bouquets. Of course, always thanks goes out to our patrons who have given us so much tremendous support. Your support during our online seed sale was amazing. Thank y'all so much. We couldn't do it without you. And thank you to all of you for joining us today, and we hope you loved today's video. Thanks for joining and happy growing.